Part 2 of the jewelry box with dovetail splines, and I'm using my dovetail spline jig here that I made in a previous video. Okay, I apologize ahead of time because you're about to see a lot of smoke. I have a very dull bit I'm using here. I did later go and buy a new bit. Matter of fact, I got a whole new router table as well, so look forward later in the video seeing that. Here's a close-up look of that dovetail spline right there, a little on the burnt side. And you can see I'm using my clamps there as little stop blocks so I can get a consistent spot on all three of these jewelry boxes. Okay, as I flip this over, you see that middle one, that is the first one that I did, and I made a mistake of just raising the bit up a little at a time, thinking that was the right thing to do, when all actuality it's not. When you do that, it comes out square looking like that instead of the dovetail shape. So anyways, it still looks all right. You'll see it later on in the video. And now I'm doing the dovetail key, and I want to say this is a soft maple, I believe, and that's also my brand new bit, way better. Now I'll take this over to the table saw, and as you can see there, it shows you the shape of that dovetail key. And I'm gonna cut the chunk of this off the back so I'm not having so much to saw through. Now I'll take the dovetail key and at about a 45-degree angle, I'm gonna bang that in. And as you can see, you gotta wiggle around a little bit to get it just right, and then it just works its way in. And I'll get it to where it's poking out the other end, and then I'm gonna take my saw and saw that piece off. And I want to make the top of this box, other than square, I want to accentuate it a little bit. So I can't remember the exact angle I had on the saw blade, but as you'll see here in a second, I make a couple of cuts. It's a nice little accentuation. Looks a lot better than it just being flat and square or cubed, I guess you could say. Now I've got my my blade set back to 90 degrees, and I'm going to take or make the lid, and as you'll see, I'm gonna cut through all four sides. After you separate the lid from the box, there might be a little variation of it not being completely flat. So what I've done is I've taped down some sandpaper to a flat surface, which in this case is a piece of 1/2-inch plywood, and basically you just move it back and forth, and it gets the surface flat as basically as the surface that you're using, which is the plywood. And of course, through video editing, this looks rather quick. However, it probably took me 30 minutes probably. And as you see right here, the lid and the box won't be very easy to see the line. It's almost invisible. Starting to rip the wood down for the actual small box that goes inside the box. We're going to cut a few strips here. Going to change out my plate here to a 0 clearance plate. Using my brass measuring gauge here, I want to get the blade. I want to say it was I don't remember. It was like 3/16 or 7/16. I can't remember. So I could put this little dado in there for the bottom plate of this little box. And I want to add that I really wanted to, or no, I should have done mitered cuts on these, so you wouldn't see this cut on the end of the pieces, but I'd already cut them down the size, so it was too late. So I have to deal with it later. Now cutting the bottom plate to size. And I'm gonna glue these side pieces on. Gonna add some glue to each one of the slots there, and then put the bottom plate in and put them inside the clamps and let it dry. I made this spline jig here in a video a while back, and I'll put it up here at the top so you can go back and see how I made a little simple spline jig. And I'm using that here to put some splines in these little boxes. And I'm gonna cut some maple for the splines, and I want to say it's like maybe 3/16, I think is about what it was. Time to glue those splines into the box, as you'll see here. There's a couple of them that really tight fit, so I had to kind of sand down. Most of them I sanded down the actual cut, and some of them I did sand on the splines themselves. Yeah, check out my new router table right here. It's the JESM, and compared to that last one I had, this is like $1 million upgrade here. But what I'm doing is I'm taking the lid and the box and then the other small box that goes inside, and I'm rounding over the edges here. And I'm measuring for the little pieces. It's gonna be the separator pieces for the inside of the jewelry box, and I'm gonna do them in like a kind of like a cross formation. And here I am just measuring out the width of the piece, and basically I'm gonna do some half laps here. I use this application, this calculator on my phone quite often. It's an app where you can do figure out equations, fractions and decimals and all that really quick. I use it all the time, and it's free, so if anybody needs to get it, you can download it on your phone. And I'm just going to cut this half lap here. I'm going to cut this piece first, and the other one I'm going to flip the board over and take that cut on the other side. Okay, I got all 3 jewelry boxes sanded up and ready for finish, and I'm gonna let the client pick if they're gonna want any hardware or anything like that on here. And so the next video will have the finish and the hardware if they so choose. Thanks again for watching, and please like, share, comment, and so if you haven't, please subscribe. Thank you very much.